Hey, it's in the news from Mikey D from DeSilvis Media. Hey, I want to tell you we have a lot of things going on. This summer is really wrapping up, isn't it? It seems like this summer has really just gone by like a rocket, like, hasn't it? We're over halfway through August, and then about another 3 more weeks, maybe 2.5, 3 more weeks, the kids will be all back at school here in Mechanicsville again, Hanover. Some of the parents are probably counting the days because if someone wanted a little break from them in the daytime, but they're really nice to have around, and it's nice to hear them laughing and stuff. And college has already started up. My friend Amanda, who I really like, has started school. I think she starts next week, and she will be going back to school. So I will be emailing her some updates about what's going on here and seeing how she's doing there and all that good stuff from time to time. So I'll let you all know how that goes, because hopefully if things work out down the road, hopefully we'll become more than just friends. And hopefully, who knows? But only time will tell the tale of that story, because it takes two people to commit to one another in any type of relationship, and to take the time and to make the time, whether it's far away or in your backyard. Distance is not a factor or a problem, because if you love somebody, that has no obstacle. But I'm always a phone call away. That's what I told her the other day. I said, you can call me, if you can get on there and talk to me a few minutes on the phone. You can tell me how school is, or you can just email me. And so she said, well, I don't have really a lot of minutes on my phone, so I can't really be on the phone that much with anyone. But you're welcome to email me. So she gave me her email address. So, yeah, she's a really nice girl, a really nice lady. I've known her ever since she was graduated out of high school. I've seen her grow up. And she's like 22, I think 22, 23 right now. I ain't really saying too much about her, so I don't think she'll get upset by saying that. But she's really a beautiful young lady, and she's very mature for her age, and she knows what you want. She's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's smart, and she's like a female version of me. She's outgoing. She's very educated. She likes to help people. It sounds like a copy of me, just a much prettier version. But Amanda's got a wonderful family. I spoke with her mom last Tuesday, and her brother, and her dad, and they were all there at the food ministry there at the Creator, where I go and get food to help out my mom and myself some for, I'm a preacher myself, and they are nice. They don't seem, they're not like, well, you got to have money, and they're not all about money and all. Of course, I know you need money because love doesn't pay the bills. I know that. And I'm working on that. I'm paying off my stuff, getting everything caught up, because in a year from now, if things work out, hopefully we'll be more than just friends. That's what I'm hoping and praying to God, that she'll, maybe grow to love me over time. And I know I really like her. And she's a sweetheart. She really is. She's like a lady I've always wanted. It just takes some time to get there. And I've said to her, I waited this long, I can wait a little longer, I'm patient because I know what I want, and you know what you want. And we both love children, we both want children, and we both really like to be around each other. So I think all those things are good pluses in a lady, And I don't have anybody to consult with, but and I don't know if she does either, but hopefully she'll just read the email that I send her, and I hope that when I do send her the email that she doesn't think I'm too pushy, because that's not my motive at all. I just really do care about her, and hope one day I can really fall in love with her, because I want to one day when that time comes, whenever that is. If it's a year from now or even more from now, whenever that is, because I'm no hurry to rush this thing, because you don't get nothing out of it when you rush it. It's a lot meaningful when you really get to know the person and they really get to know you, and they become your bestest friend in the whole wide world. And that's what it's all about. When you love somebody, it's what it is, and it's special. It's a blessing, but and God then blesses you, later on, down the road, as you do take it more seriously and get more involved with each other and get, in a serious relationship. But I saw some good signs from her, but it's just, we're just gonna take it slow. Let her finish. I would love her to finish school, and to get her degree and be able to get her job in teaching, and she's smart and she's really sweet, and I don't see where she'll have a problem with that at all, working at any elementary or middle school or high school even, for that matter, with a 4-year bachelor degree in teaching. And I think she's going to do wonderful. She's going to pass those assessment tests, and she's going to get a license, and she's going to do fine. And I have a feeling she's going to do so. She's so smart, she's going to pass it the first time and be able to go work for, Hanover County Schools here in Hanover, Mechanicsville. And I really do think a lot about her mom. I think she's really sweet, and she seems like she's all right with me too. And her brother seems fine, and they're really sweet. And I hope one day, I can't wait in a way, and anticipation. I hope I get to meet the lovely family, because they are really nice people. They are Christians. They're Episcopalian, but they're not too much off from the Church of Christ. And even if they are, it's not really a big deal as far as Scripture goes. But she said she don't care if I'm Church of Christ, because she knows I love the Lord, and she believes the way I do with baptism and all. And she said, you don't have a problem with me being a Christian, because I know I should be baptized. And I said, no. She said, I have been baptized, because I did get baptized by immersion later on when I got older. So, I understand you, because she knows she should be immersed. And I said, no, I don't have a problem with that, as long as you don't have a problem with, my beliefs. And she said, no. I think it's a good thing that we are in the faith. I mean, it would be a lot harder. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody that was like that was like a Jehovah's Witness, or what's the other one? The Jehovah's Witnesses, or the Mormons. I mean, because they've really got some real strange beliefs, and I think Episcopalian are a lot more easier to get along with than the unusual beliefs that the Mormons and and of course the I can't even think of the other one, Jehovah's Witnesses have. There we go. Thank you, Lord. So, but it takes all people to make this world. It's just like when you get married, even with someone that is in the same faith as you, and even though you're equally yoked, you're not all going to agree on the same thing or believe exactly the same thing. Even if you grew up with each other and you sat side by side each other at church and in Sunday school, and and you knew each other, and you went out together when you were in high school and went to college, and you got together, or if you went to separate schools and you got married when you got out, you're not all gonna agree with all the same exact things, because nobody does. Nobody believes the same exact thing, even in the same church. So what I'm saying is, it's a learning experience for me, and it'll be a learning experience for her. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a glorious thing, because God made us all different for a reason. Why? Because we can help each other, we can complement each other, and we can learn where we need to learn, and we can grow where we need to grow, and that's why we're different. And that's why I was explaining to our mom. One time I told her that a while back, and she smiled, and she kind of liked that, and because it's true. I mean, we are all different, and God made us that way. Even our faces are different. Our faith. But as long as we believe in Jesus Christ, we have faith in Him, which I know Episcopalians believe that. And they believe in baptism, and they believe in death and burial and resurrection. And that's a real key, and they believe in communion too. These are all the things that Scripture talks about that are key issues. And you got all those issues covered. That's not really a barrier as far as Episcopalian versus Church of Christ is concerned. There are different scriptural things. But you tell me what you think down below. Let me know what you think about it. What do you think about this? I think it's okay. I think she's a wonderful lady, and she's got a wonderful brother and wonderful parents. And I'm sure, they were saying, just wait till you meet my mother, you meet my brother, and you meet my cousin-in-laws and all them, my cousin-in-laws. And I said, you just wait till you meet them. I said, well, I can't wait. And she kind of smiled. That's what she told me on Tuesday. So, I'm excited, and I'm proud of her, and she's doing very well at school from what her mom's told me. And she went to Spain this summer. I haven't seen the pictures of that, but I'm sure she'll show me those someday. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my prospect and my interest, who I'm interested in, and hopefully just pray about it with me, and God will bless us and bring us together if it's meant for us to be together at the appointed appropriate time. That'll be sometime down the road. So just keep that in your prayers, and please pray that also my mother, Linda Garrett, gets somebody honest, non-smoking boarder with her. It's a male or a guy that's nice, that's a Christian, a guy that's not going to take advantage of my mother or try to ruin the property back there in the room and damage the property that he's in there. And then when he leaves, he'll leave it the way he came before he moved in, and hope that she'll find somebody. And please pray that here at DeSilvis Media, and that the church at New Hunter Church of Christ gets the donations that we need, the $14,006 of donations to help pay for the computer damage and for the money that was short back in May and June. 600 in May and 106 in June, so it's 706 and $700 in computer problems that we had with the storage NAS, where I had all my music. Of course, I backed that up to the cloud, but I like to get it off of there and put it back onto a new set of hard drives. The NAS actually is fine. It didn't die. The disk died. I actually put a new disk in there just to try it, but it's not enough to hold all what was in there. So we got to get some new drives. I like to get 2 3-terabyte drives, and that will definitely take care of that problem, and will help us be able to have space and room to grow, to put more of our videos on, and be able to keep sending them out to you on YouTube, and and it also help with the bandwidth. That's what that $700 is going towards too. That will be with the bills that I was short, and to get my cell phone and my phone service here caught up, and the electricity too, because I couldn't pay the bill. And remember last month the power got turned off, but thanks to some donations that came in, it was turned back on within less than a day. So thank God for those lovely people, and thank you for your prayers, and thank you for your support, and subscribing down below and telling people about New Hunter Church of Christ. I'm Evangelist Michael DeSilvis. I have Bible software that I'm paying for that's $50.75 a month, but that's for New Hunter Church of Christ. That wasn't a wasted purchase, but it's a purchase if you want to give a donation for that, to help us to pay that Logos Bible software off. If you want to make a whole donation, it's 16 times 50. I think that would be like $900, to pay the whole thing off. I've already paid a payment towards it. But I have 19 more payments to go, because I get $50 for financing charges. But there's no interest, and it's a good thing about Logos. They're really nice about that. But if you want to give a donation to me, and then I can pay Logos, and that would be great. And then you help us with the electricity, and because we always need money in this time of the year, because the simple fact that the county is not helping us out anymore. They're not helping anybody out on assistance in the summertime with cooling assistance at all. So that's why we need your help, folks, to keep the lights on, because without power, we can't send these out to you. We can't do our programs. We can't edit. We can't do anything. So that's why it's so important, folks, that you do lend a helping, prayerful hand and spiritual donations and gifts. Even the chairs that we need, the new computer system that we're talking about, a new laptop and a new desktop would be preferable for the church and also for me. So when I go to other churches to record, I have something nice to record stuff on, and the storage NAS. All those things we need. They're not things I want, but they're actually essential needs for this ministry. So if you want to help out and pray for that, you can do that. One way you can do that. You can also help us by giving to DeSilvis Media. That's my IT business that I do. I'm a Christian. I'm well respected in the community. I have a lot of testimonials that show good rapport with me and people in the community. We have no bad complaints at all whatsoever so far, and we plan to keep it that way, Lord willing. And if you would like to help us out in any way with IT work, with repairing your video games systems or your phones or your iPads or tax preparation or IT consultant services or desktop support care, we can do it remotely, or we can come and do it on site. We have contracts. We have all kinds of things to help you out in that area. And we'd love to help you and give you a Christian, reasonable price. And plus a little bit goes towards the ministry here at New Hunter Church of Christ. So anything that we do here helps support the church and the ministry. So it might be a little bit higher than what you're used to, but remember, you're giving something back. That's why it's a little more. Not a lot more, but a little more. Say $5, $10 more. Because 10 of that dollars goes towards New Hunter Church of Christ. Anything that I do, tax preparations, if it's $165 for a joint tax return, well, normally it's $155, just a basic tax return for a couple that's married, that $10 goes towards the ministry. So anything that we do, we take out some money to put back to the church, because we need help any way we can get it that way, honestly, and then clear. And of course, it goes towards the business too. That helps with the taxes and the IRS and all that good stuff. And so, right now we haven't had a lot, so we haven't had to file. That's good, but it's also bad, because right now I'm in the black. I'm not in the red. I'm in the black. I'm in the, I guess you'd say, whatever the worst there is. I'm not breaking even. I'm behind. So I need your help. Work-wise, donation-wise, subscriptions, sharing our links on your websites. All these things are all good to help us to grow, because, we do good programming. You like Alex Jones? We actually partner with Alex Jones. We do, InfoWars. And we give a donation off of what we get from you. We give half of what I get. If you say, this is for Alex Jones, I take half of whatever you give and put it to us, and then we give half to Alex Jones. I send him one donation. So you want to give to that, you can. If you want to give to Victory FM at Liberty, a Liberty radio station that we're helping and sponsored with, you can send us a donation. Tell us it's for Victory FM. You pay by credit card or by check. You will send it by snail mail at 7110 New Hunter Road, apartment 423, Mechanicsville, Virginia 23111. If you send it by, if you want to call in over the phone, it's 804-789-9373. We can take your monies over the phone. We do accept all major credit cards, and we would really appreciate it. Whatever you give us, we take half of it and give back half to that actual cause, because we need it for expenses and all that. So if you give $20, we take 10. If you give 100, we take 50, and so on. So whatever you feel moved to give in your heart and heart of hearts, when you're making your donations, please think about New Hunter Church of Christ and DeSilvis Media, a Christian ministry company that also is a business, and think about the services that we may be able to help you to impact your life, from security solutions at home or on your small or mid-size or corporation business. We can come to there and give you a free estimate, and we don't charge you for that. That's an estimate. That means I just tell you, maybe what, just tell you, basically give you an estimate what maybe might be wrong. But when I actually start doing it, that's when we have to start talking numbers, because I go by what you tell me, which isn't always right, because I haven't yet diagnosed it with my instruments or my equipment, which costs thousands of dollars. So you have to understand, in licenses and, and certifications and all that, they cost. So that's why we need your business. And that way we can keep this going. And the credit card machines, oh my goodness. I just got a bill in the mail the other day from a third-party attorney that's telling me they want me to pay the whole lease off. It's about $4,000 because the last 4 months I haven't been able to pay the lease because of that money shortage problem. And also because the bank overdraft, I had overdrafts, and it really caused a major problem. And that's why I need your help financially and also with work, so we can get all this stuff caught up, And I got a bill. I wasn't able to pay DeBarros chiropractic clinic down the street. 2 or 3 years ago, I had a back injury. It was really bad. And I'm just telling you the God's honest truth. I just haven't been able to pay it because I don't have a lot of work coming in. I don't have a lot of business. But if I had business coming in from y'all, we have a site called Single Platform that's doing all that for us. But we haven't got a single call from that site. So, please go and look at the sites on all these search engines. We're on Yahoo, we're on Google, we're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. Just to name a few. We're on yellowpages.com. We're on supermedia.com. All that stuff costs money, folks. Advertising is not cheap. So, you all don't understand. It's not like I want your money to take it. It's because I need to pay these bills. And if you give me work, I'm not taking your money to take it from you. I'm taking it because I'm making it honestly to fix your computer. And my record is about 99%. If you bring a computer into me, I can get it fixed within a day or two, most of the time. And that's God's honest bottom line truth. Unless I have to order parts, and then I'll let you know. And say if you get elite packages, go on the site. Elite package for businesses is $150 an hour. And that's like 1 to 2 days. That's if I don't have to order new software or hardware. If it is, I automatically bump you down to basic. So if you have a business plan with us, then your rate will go down to basic if I have to order parts, which is 5 to 7 days, because 2 to 3 days to 4 days it takes to get it here. And then, I install it, and you'll get it probably about 5 to 7 days at the most. On elite, then it goes back to basic, so you only get charged a basic rate. Business, that's $95, and basic for residential is $75 right now. That may go up to $85, and might go up to $105 for the business for basic. Might add $10 more onto that because the inflation's going up and costs are going up. So, if you want to help out, take advantage of the sales. We have diagnostics, computer diagnostics for $70. What I have on there, it's on the site. I think it's $79. Normally, something like that would cost you anywhere between $120 to almost $180. So you're getting a deal there. You're saving about $60 to $70. That's about almost half off the price. So take advantage of these deals, folks, before they're gone. We can help you with building your web pages. We can help you with web designing. We can help you with your taxes. We can help you with your accounting needs. We can help. There's all kinds of things that I do. I have degrees. I have certifications. I also have clearances. We can help you find somebody. Maybe somebody that moved away or is trying to stay off the radar. I know how to find people like the police do. I have clearances to use Interpol, things like that, and other tools that are government that I can't talk about, that you can't see me use. But I can do that to find where people are, and I will find them. And you have to pay me to do that service because it's not cheap. And it does take a lot of stuff, and it takes a lot of know-how. And I know where to go to find anybody, even if they have clearances like me. They're harder to find, and they're harder to look up. But I know where to go to find them, and I will find them for you if you need them. If you need to get in contact with somebody, or maybe you lost track of a loved one, I can find them for you. And I don't use just standard search engines. No, I use the same stuff that the FBI uses, the same stuff that the cops use, which is not available to the regular public. So I will find the person. If you need me to find somebody, it's not cheap, but I can find them. Trust me, I will find them. Just make sure you have an accurate Social Security number. Make sure you have their accurate date of birth and their accurate physical address. And even if it's a last known address, a lot of times, even if they're not there, they can still be found in most cases, even if you have the old address, because it links to it through their social. And a lot of people don't know that, but you do now. So, but anyway, just basic search engines won't always do that. If they have clearances or have special kind of shields or labels on their file, that makes it harder to find them. But I know how to get around those because I have the clearances to do so. But the thing is, don't worry about all that. You just let me worry about all that, and I'll find the person for you. I don't do contract services. I'm not no killer or nothing. No, I only look for people. I'm not doing that. If you have me doing illegal stuff, I do by law have to notify the authorities. This is only for professional and only for legit purposes, not for contract for hire things. I don't do that for killing or anything like that. So I want to make that clear because I've gotten some calls and some emails about that. And no, that's not what we do here at DeSilvis Media. No, we find the person. You can do whatever you want with the information once you get it. Remember HEPA rules, and HIPAA rules do apply. So remember, when you get the information, you are legally responsible of that information, even though you paid for it. So what you do with that information could cause legal ramifications on you, but not on us, because you actually will sign some documents before I do anything like that, just to make sure that you understand that we are not responsible for what you do with the information once you get it, and that you are subject by penalty or statutes of law and declaration to follow those statutes thereof that are applicable and legal, and therefore can have legal and ramifications and may take away your freedom. So just make sure you follow the rules, and you'll be free just like you are now. You can have the information, just be careful where you put it. If they got special seals, that stuff cannot be out where someone else can see it. That's only for your personal use and only for your personal perusal. Don't leave it out anywhere. Always keep that stuff in a folder and a hidden spot, not where someone else can go through your stuff and actually get access to it, because that could jeopardize their security and also could jeopardize your life and your freedom. So just remember that. All right. And what I'm doing is not illegal. It's all legal within the law and within the government, because I have the clearances and certifications to do it. But what you do with the information, that is your responsibility, because there's legal rights and statutes about that, which I will explain to you if you do hire me to do that type of service for you. Another thing we do is we type up we can type up contracts, leases, deeds, trust, inheritance documents. We use different legal services to be able to do that, to make it legal and binding, and along with document right and things like that. And we can do that here, and that's not cheap. It's about $150 an hour to do this stuff. $200 an hour. It may not take that long to type it up, however. But if it's 3 hours, I mean, you're looking at maybe, you're looking at probably $400, $500, $600 to $700 for 3 hours for typing up something, because I have to look up all the information, look up all the laws, and make sure it's all written in the right and applicable language to what applies to that law. And I have access to databases to do that. So, that's why it does cost so much, because it would do, if you got a lawyer, it may be even more than that. You can go to a lawyer and they'll do the same thing. I'm not a lawyer, but I do know how to write up legal documents. But the thing is, you have to, when you sign them, it makes it binding. When the other parties sign it, it makes it binding and legal. But the thing is, I'm not no lawyer. I don't do lawyer services, but I do know how to write up documents like that. And they will be binding, and they will work in the court of law if you need to take them to court, for some reason. All right, so anyway, that's just to give you a little overview about Amanda and a little overview about what I do. All right, love you all. Please help us any way you can. It's a serious note, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Take care.